Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Now let's start with today's lecture of information technology for standard 11th IT. The chapter name is RDBMS, and we are solving the practicals on PostgreSQL. Okay, so today we are going to do skill-oriented practicals, that is SOP. SOP 1. Today we are going to do we are going to solve SOP 1. So in your textbook, on page number 117, there is a PostgreSQL practical skill set 6, and the question for SAP1 is create a database using PostgreSQL named hospital. What you are supposed to do? You are supposed to create a database named as hospital, and then in that database create a table of patient with the following fields. The table name is patients. Okay, with the following fields, the first field of this is patient ID, patient name, address, room number, and doctor's name. These are the fields of the database table. Okay, so you're supposed to create a hospital database, and in that you're supposed to create a patient table, and in that table you need to create 5 fields name as patient ID, patient name, address, room number, and doctor's name. Okay, this is the schema of a table which which we are supposed to create. See, this is the schema. Okay, patient ID, patient name, address, room number, and doctor's name. Give appropriate data type for each field. What you need to do? You need to give the appropriate data type for each field. For example, in patient ID, we are going to store the numbers, right? We are going to store the numbers as ID. So here the data type will be number. Okay. Then after that, patient name. In patient name, you're going to store the text field, right? So here the data type will be text. Then again in address, text field, room number, number, then doctor's name, again text field, right? So these are the data type which you are supposed to assign to the fields. Got it? So let's start with today's practical. We'll start with Postgres, how to open the SQL shell. So you need to go in Postgres QL13. Okay, and then from here you need to select SQL shell. Okay, in this SQL shell will increase the size of the text, font size, okay, and in bold font. Got it? Now see, it is asking for the server name. The default server name is localhost. So press enter. Database, the default database is Postgres. Press enter. It is asking for the port number. The default port number is 5432. You don't need to write it down. You just press enter. Username, press enter again. Now it is asking for the password. So you are supposed to enter the password. You are supposed to type the password and then press enter. Okay, after pressing enter you will get this Postgres equal to hash, right? This means what? This means you are into Postgres database. Okay, now what we need to do? We need to create a database name as hospital, right? We need to create a database name as hospital. Okay, so how to create a database? Create command is used to create a database, right? Create database. This is the command. Before creating a database, first we will check the list of database. How to check the list of database? Slash L command is used to check the list of database, right? So we will write slash L, press enter. It will display the list of databases available in user Postgres. Okay, so this is the username Postgres, and these are the list of database name as Postgres, student DB, students record, template 0 and template 1. There are 5 databases already created in this user Postgres. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to create another table, another database. So to create a database, create database command is used to create a database. Correct? Create database command is used to create a database, followed by the name of the database. What is the name of the database? Hospital is the name of the database, right? So you need to write down the database name as hospital. Okay, after writing the name of the database, you need to press semicolon. You need to enter the semicolon at the end to end the statement. Okay, this is the statement, create database hospital, which means that we are creating a database by using create database command of the name hospital. Okay, got it? Press enter. After this, you will get a message that you have successfully created or not. Wait for a second. Now see, at the end you will get create database message. That means you are successfully created a database name as hospital. Now again we are going to check the list of database. How to check the list of database? Slash L command is used, right? Now see, 6 rows are there in Postgres owner. Okay, so the name of the database which we have created is hospital. It is there in the list, right? That means you have successfully created a database name as hospital. Got it? Now what is the second part of this question? In this database, create a table name as patients. Okay, you need to create a table name as patients. So to create a table, we require a keyword, that is create table. To create a database, we require a keyword create database. To create a table, we require a keyword create table. After create table, write down the table name. What is the name of the table? The name of the table is patients. Okay, the name of the table is patients. Got it? So after writing the name of the table, you need to specify the field names. Okay, what are the field names which you are supposed to create? So field name starts with the bracket. Okay, the field names are patient ID, patient name, address, room number, and doctor's name. These are 5 fields which you need to create, right? So here the patient ID, the data type for patient ID will be integer, right? We are going to store the number type of data in this, so the data type of number is integer. Okay, so first we will assign patient name. The field name is patient name underscore name. Okay, and the data type for this is integer. Okay, we are going to store the number type of data in this patient name, sorry, patient ID, not patient name, patient ID. In this we are going to store the integer type of data. So the data type will be integer and it should be not null, right? Not null means you are not supposed to keep it blank. Okay, you need to enter something in this. You cannot leave this field blank. Okay, after this the second field name is patient name. Patient name will be of type text type, right? We are going to store the characters in this. So patient underscore name, the data type will be text type of data and you cannot leave this blank, so again not null for this. Okay, the next one is after patient name, the third one is address. Again we are going to store the numeric and alphanumeric type of data in this, so again you can assign this as text type. Okay, so next one is address. For address, the data type will be text type. Okay, and you cannot leave it null, not null. Next is room number. For room number, we are going to assign the number type of data. So again, you need to assign this as integer type. Okay, integer type. Then next field is doctor's name. You cannot leave it blank, right? So not null again, not null. Okay, the next field name is doctor's name. Okay, and data type for this is text type of data, not null. Got it? Press semicolon and press enter. See students, these special characters are not allowed in the name of the field. Okay, so here the doctor's name, the apostrophe is not required here. Okay, you cannot see, there is an error in this line, doctor's name, right? So you need to remove this from here. This apostrophe you need to just remove it and then press enter at the end. See, create table, you will get create table message. That means you have successfully created a table name as patient. The field names are patient id, patient name, address, room number, the spelling mistake is there, room number, okay, and doctor's name. These are 5 fields which we have created in this. Okay, we have created a table name as patient, and the field names are patient ID. The data type for this field is integer type. And you assign not null here. That means you cannot leave this field blank. Okay. Then the second field name is patient name. Patient name, in this you can assign, or you are going to store the type of data. Which type of data you're going to store in name? Text type of data, right? You're going to store characters in this, so you can assign the data type for patient name as text. Okay, and again not null, that means you cannot leave this text field as blank. The next data type is address. Again in address, you cannot leave the text field as blank, so not null. And the data type for this address field is text, as you are going to store the alphanumeric type of data. So to store alphanumeric type of data, you can use text type as data type. Okay, then the next field is room number. There is a spelling mistake, I'm so sorry. Room number. In room number, you are going to assign the type of data as integer, right? You are going to assign the room number as integer, as number only. So the data type for this room number is integer. And after that, you cannot leave this field blank, right? So you are supposed to write down not null at the end. The next field name is doctor's name. You're going to store the text field in this. You're going to store the alphabets in this. So again, the data type for this will be text. Okay, and the not null is assigned again to this field. That means you cannot leave this field as blank. Okay, it is compulsory to enter something in these fields. Okay, and then press semicolon at the end and press enter. So after pressing enter, you will get create table message. When you get create table message, that means you have successfully created a table in a database. Okay, got it? But students, Now tell me one thing, where you have created a table? You have created a table in Postgres. Where you were supposed to create the table? You were supposed to create the table in hospital database, right? But you have created this table in Postgres, which is wrong. Getting me? So again, what we need to do, we first need to connect with the database hospital, and then we need to create the table in that hospital. Okay, so how to connect with the database? Now see students, if I select the table in hospital, okay, if I write the command slash d, so it will display the list of tables available in Postgres. Okay, it will display the list of tables available in Postgres. So this table is available in what? Postgres. See, the owner name is Postgres, right? So here you have created a table in PostgreSQL, okay, which is wrong. So we need to connect with the database which we have created. We have created hospital database, right? So first we need to connect with the database hospital by using slash c, okay, hospital, and press enter. Now see, after pressing enter, you are now connected to the database hospital as owner, as user Postgres, right? So we have now entered into the hospital database. Where we are into hospital database. So in hospital database, we need to create the table name as patient. Okay, got it? So again, user, how to create a database, how to create a table in hospital? The same command is used to create a table in hospital. Okay, so we are going to use the same command to create a table, room number. Okay, see, you will get this message, create table message. That means you have successfully created a table in hospital database. Now how to check the list of table in database? Slash d command is used. Now you have successfully created a table in hospital database name as patient, right? Now there are two tables. One table is created in what? One table is created in Postgres and another table is created in hospital. So students, we need to just delete the table which we have previously created in Postgres. Okay, so how to delete the table? Drop table command is used to delete the table. So which table you want to delete? We want to delete PostgreSQL table, right? So first you need to connect with the PostgreSQL. So slash c postgres, okay, you need to write down postgres and press semicolon at the end and enter. You are now connected to the database Postgres. See, we are into database Postgres. Now here we need to delete the table name as patient which we have created, right? So how to delete? Drop table command is used to delete the table. Drop table command is used to delete the table. You need to mention the table name at the end. What is the table name? Patient is the table name which we have created in hospital, which we have created in Postgres database. Okay, so press semicolon and enter. Now see, drop table message you will get. That means you have successfully deleted the table name as patient in Postgres. Now again we will check slash d. See, did not find any relations, means you are successfully deleted the table in Postgres. Now again we will connect with the database hospital. Okay, sorry, you're now connected to the hospital as user Postgres. Now in this we are going to check the list of table whether the table is here or not. Yes, the table which we have created in hospital is still here. That means we have successfully created a table in hospital name as, the name of the table is patients. Okay, and we have created it in hospital database. Okay, and we have deleted the table from the Postgres database name as patient. Got it? Understood this? So today what we have done? Today we have created a table. First we have created a database name as hospital. Okay, and we have created a table in Postgres name as patient. The field names are patient ID, patient name, address, room number, and doctor's name. These are 5 fields of table field. Okay, name as patient. Now next is we have connected with the Postgres. We have connected with the hospital database, and then we have created one table in that name as patient, same field names, and then we have checked the list of tables in we have checked the list of tables in hospital, right? The list of table, it will display the list of table. So there is only one table created name as patient, so it will display the list of table as patient. Okay, then we have connected with Postgres. Why we have connected with Postgres? To delete the table which is by default, which is by mistakenly created in Postgres. Okay, so to delete the table from Postgres, we need to connect with Postgres first. So /c Postgres command is used to connect with the Postgres database. In Postgres database, we have used drop table patients. That means we have deleted the table name as patient. Drop table command is used to delete the table name as patient. Okay, so you will get drop table message. That means you have successfully deleted the table. Then again we have checked the list of tables in Postgres. There is no table created in Postgres, so it will display did not find any relations. Then we have connected with with the hospital database by using /t command. So you are now connected to the database hospital as user Postgres. Okay, /d command is used to check the list of table created in hospital database. Okay, so it will display a table name as patient in hospital database. So students, today we are going to stop here only. In next lecture we will solve SOP 2 question. Okay, thank you so much.